Hazard pay information. All employees who are working will receive the following. Hazard pay. $2 more per hour until April 30th. We will reassess based on what the government does, which may extend this past April 30th. Each employee who worked actual hours, not sick time, vacation time, or any leave related to COVID-19, will receive back pay for hours worked starting on March 16th and will be added to your pay under bonus this week on your paycheck. You will receive the bonus for all hours actually worked from March 16th at a rate of $2 an hour. If you have any questions on the hazard pay you will receive, contact the office and speak with Becky. COVID-19 update. West Virginia cases. Total confirmed cases in West Virginia is 825 as of April 19, 2020 at 9 a.m. Total U.S. cases is 690,714. Total deaths in West Virginia is 18 as of April 19th at 9 a.m. and total U.S. deaths are 35,443. However, the total recovered is 66,676. Total cases in Harrison County are 29. Monongalia County has 84. Marion County has 42. Wood County has 29. Marshall County has 8, while Wetzel County has 3. Still in effect as of April 5th at 4 p.m. is Governor Jim Justice's order for Harrison, Monongalia, and Kanawha counties. And since April 5th, the governor has added Wood County and Marion County to this order, limiting all groups to a maximum of 5 people, directing all businesses to require employees to work from home to the maximum extent possible, directing local health departments to establish maximum occupancy of and proper social distancing within essential businesses, and to take action to enforce these regulations. Directing West Virginia National Guard to provide logistical support and services, and directing the West Virginia State Police with the enforcement of local health county orders. Robey safety concerning COVID-19. Remember, only supervisors, truck drivers, and those working in the shop are permitted in the shop area. 2. Keep groups of crews working together less than 5 people in one area. Practice social distancing of 6 feet apart to the best of your ability. 3. Clean and disinfect your PPE several times a day. 4. Disinfect your work vehicles daily. 5. Limit the number of men that enter convenience stores while obtaining fuel. 6. If you need additional disinfectant spray or hand sanitizer, let EHS personnel know. This week's first safety observation is from Chase Fortney, which was done on February 24th, 2020 at 9:48 a.m. This was at a job site in Morgantown, and the type of observation is environmental. The crew was hammering concrete and dirt was getting close to getting into a drain. What the crew did was they placed silt sock around the drain and used a broom to sweep up the dirt. The second observation this week is from Garrett Swagger on February 27th, 2020 at 11:20 a.m. at Arbutus Park, and it also is an environmental observation. Little Mountain was setting up the bore for a new pipe installation. The crew placed silt sock completely around the bore machine to prevent any runoff to adjacent areas.
This week's Safety Toolbox Talk, now that we've finally arrived in the summer months of July, August, and September, is on heat exposures. In the wintertime, we have a hazard with frostbite and cold temperatures. henceforth in the summertime, we have exposure to hot days. And how do we react to hot days? You wake up in the morning, you grab a couple cups of coffee, you grab a Monster on the way to work. It's going to be 85, 90 degrees with the heat index in the high 90s. Is coffee and Monster on the way to work the best way to hydrate the system and get ready for a strenuous, hard-working summer day? And with that being said, are you going to feel the effects of that heat? Where we should be prepping with Gatorades, Powerades, and regular waters at room temperatures. I know we all find it relieving to drink those cold beverages, but cold beverages are not good for the tummy. They don't allow the fluids to digest as quickly. Things should be drank at room temperature. What are the signs of heat exposures? Have you ever had a strenuous hot day and you got that headache? You felt nauseated, you wanted to vomit, you had the shakes, or you just stopped sweating. Or maybe in the evenings you've got leg cramps, stomach cramps. There are exposures that become extreme, where you get heat stroke. You're so dehydrated, you end up in a hospital on a IV. We need to be our brother's keepers this summer. We need to keep an eye on each other. We need to hydrate properly, and we need to dress in lighter clothings. I have a handy dandy text that accompanies this safety talk this week on heat exposures. Let's do the best we can as far as staying hydrated. Let's lean on our superintendents a little bit to make sure that we've got drinking water on our job sites in extreme conditions. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's have a safe week. Thank you.
On this edition of the ABCs of Safety, we'll learn about hearing loss, which the Centers for Disease Control reports is the most common workplace injury. Hi, I'm Matt with SCT. So how much noise is too much, and what can be done about it? Make sure you're playing this video at a safe sound level, and let's dive right in. N is for noise. The CDC estimates that 22 million workers annually are exposed to damaging noise at work, costing an estimated $242 million in workers' compensation for hearing loss. Plus, U.S. businesses paid more than $1.5 million in OSHA penalties last year for not protecting workers from noise. Noise is measured in units called decibels, and OSHA's permissible exposure limit for workers averaged over an 8-hour day is 90 decibels, which is about the sound level of a motorcycle at 25 feet away. NIOSH has released an easy-to-use iPhone app that gives users real-time feedback about the noise levels at their workplace. If you don't have access to more advanced noise monitoring devices, this is a great tool. So how can you control noise hazards in the workplace? 3 general strategies are engineering controls, administrative controls, and personal protective equipment. Engineering controls involve modifying or replacing equipment, including choosing low noise tools or machinery, maintaining and lubricating equipment, or isolating the noise source from employees. Administrative controls are changes in the workplace or work schedule that reduce worker exposure to noise. Examples include only operating noisy machines when fewer employees are working, limiting a worker's time spent near a noise hazard, or simply moving workers farther away from a noise source. As the last resort, PPE like headphones, earmuffs, or earplugs should be supplied to all affected workers. To ensure that your noise abatement strategies are working, OSHA recommends an annual hearing evaluation for workers who may be exposed to elevated noise levels. And that's a wrap on another ABCs of Safety video. If you missed any letters so far, you can catch up over on our
Crew leaders, remember to have all employees watch the training video, complete your JSA and toolbox talks. Have employees sign the JSA and take a photo of the signed JSA and send it to Mike Limley's cell phone. Have a great work week and be safe.